Hey y'all, it's Bailey with Reclaim Grace. I'm so happy you clicked on this video. Today is the day I finally have the booth expansion video finished for y'all. Y'all let me know what you think. I thought I had a little bit more footage than I actually did, but it still came out great. It shows pretty much the whole process from start to finish. Y'all let me know what y'all think about my new booth, and we're going to get started right now. It all started with a simple sketch and a dream of an old western town booth inspiration photo. A large shop, some construction skills, and a lot of help, and it was coming to life before my eyes. Here is where my new booth is going to be. You see those tape lines? That is the mark-off section for my new booth. This back wall right here is something the old booth owner left for me. I purchased it for $100, and I had a vision to paint it in tricorn black. So here I have it about a third of the way painted, and I love the distressing coming through. And I really love leaving that barn door the natural wood color. So I just threw one coat of black paint up there, and now we're moving on. I packed up my old space at Coppermill and just stuck it in an empty section kind of right by my new booth because someone had plans to move into my old booth and I was just slowing them down. So I packed it up. That was kind of aggravating having to move it twice. But here are my walls going up. These two people you see on the screen right here, they are very awesome. This is Travis and Travis's help. They actually used to build for Disney and for Mr. Beast, which is awesome. So I actually hired them to build this for me, and they broke it down and they're just bringing it in section by section so it's more manageable and easy to, move around and get anchored down. And y'all, how fast they threw these walls up was truly incredible. This is David right here you see on the screen. He is actually Coppermill's owner. Him and his wife own Coppermill Mercantile, and they have another location other than this Kinston one in Hickory, North Carolina. He's an awesome man, and he actually has a YouTube channel called Coppermill Shops. Y'all should go check it out. There's a lot of things about owning an antique mall, booth tours, those kinds of things. I'll leave a link to his channel in my description box. But right now, we're just anchoring these walls down. I'm putting about 5 or 6 screws into the back wall, and then I'm anchoring it to the concrete as well. Now it's the next day, and we're installing pegboard. These cuts right here around the window were a little aggravating, but I'm just going on the back side of it, tracing it with a pencil while he's pressing on the other side. And then we drug it outside, and we're just going to cut it down with a jigsaw and a circular saw. I had to add about a 1/2 inch lip from where I drew that line because on the inside it has a piece of trim that we have to work around. But this is AJ. He's my really, really good friend, my best friend, and I put him to work quite a bit in this booth expansion process. We're just going to anchor this pegboard into the studs with some sheetrock screws, just putting about a screw maybe every 8 inches. And you can see we wrapped the pegboard all the way around on the 3 walls that were built. We did not put pegboard on the back wall. Now I'm adding my fake ceiling rafters. I just really, really love the way a ceiling rafter looks. And here is my beautiful mama helping me paint. This is the next day now. We've gone home, and now we've come back the following day to paint. I'm using some free paint that was gifted to me and my mama a few weeks ago, and it's just this khaki tan color. So I do not know the name of it. But it's just a nice neutral, and we did have to put 2 coats on the pegboard because this stuff was soaking it up. So I'm jumping back to the ceiling rafters now. I'm putting on some gloves and I'm going to grab a few baby wipes. I'm going to mist the board really well, just a section at a time. And I'm going to stain these rafters with some Fusion chocolate paint. I have this chocolate paint watered down a little bit in the container, and I'm just wiping and dabbing it on the ceiling rafter and not wiping anything off, just letting it dry. And this really added some character to these because these were not sanded at all. So you're going to see like some spots that aren't fully stained, some stained darker. It really just took the stain unevenly, and I loved that look. It made it look aged. I know I could have done this before I installed them, but I needed help installing them, and I didn't want them to have to wait on me to do the stain first. So now we're just putting things back together. I let Mama be in charge of hanging up all of my Iron Orchid Designs products. And here is how those ceiling rafters are looking as they are drying. And the walls are dry now. So now it's just the process of putting everything back together. It really amazes me how like quickly something can be taken down versus how long it takes to get put up. It's crazy. But this was a process, just finding, the right spot for everything. But I love how that Iron Orchid Design product came out. So I'm just going to play some music here as we do the phase 1 of bringing things in. This is just the things from my booth at Coppermill. There's a whole another booth that has to be disassembled and brought over in Goldsboro. Here is how we are looking at their phase 1, meaning this is just the items that was in my original Coppermill booth, just relocated to the new booth. Think it came out nice. There's definitely plenty of room to add our other stuff, but I honestly could not have done this without the help that I was given from my mom, Lori. That's Miss Lori right there in the pink shirt. Like, these 2 women right here are my very best friends. They're really good to me. But here we are at Lola's, packing up the booth, taking everything down. I'm going to use these lights over at the new booth, so I'm taking them down. I'm leaving the pegboard because the shop owner at Lola's paid me for it. If not, I would have taken it down and maybe put it into my storage building or something. But we're just loading everything up. I bought some bubble wrap to make sure nothing is breaking on the drive back. And I brought AJ again for some muscles and the heavy lifting, helping me move these furniture pieces out. My mama's stepping on the bottom of the ladder because I'm having to step on the very tippy top to reach that strand of lights. So yeah, we're going to get everything packed up here onto the trailer that's right outside of this door. I brought my truck, a trailer, Mama's truck, and we had these vehicles and trailer loaded down. I did bring some furniture blankets for my finished furniture that I plan on reselling, but my display pieces, I really wasn't worried if they got a little scratch on them. But man, looking at this empty booth right here is a bittersweet moment. Lola's was my very first booth. I was with them for 5 years. And I learned so much from Stephanie, the store owner. Her display skills are on point. So that's where I've learned most of my display items or display techniques from. So now we're back at Coppermill. You can tell the look on my face like I am ill, I'm over it. We got caught in the rain and had to sit under a gas station shelter for about 30 minutes for it to slack off, but it still got soaked. So we're having to dry everything off that was in the trailer in the back of my truck, and Mama's doing a little happy dance. I got AJ hanging stuff on the walls. Because whenever you need help like this, it's so overwhelming. If I was in here picking and choosing where to put everything by myself, I just let them have free range. Put stuff where you want to put stuff. Sometimes I would point something out if they really didn't know where to put it. And once it came together, they made good choices. If I didn't like something that they put somewhere, I would just change it later on down the road. But I really, really love this back wall, how I can hang heavier items on it. Since it's solid wood, I can put a screw in there and not worry about the pegboard hook breaking or bending. So I'm really loving that back wall being solid wood. I know I've said a lot in this video. But yeah, we're just putting it back together one item at a time. And here are our final shots. This is after everything that I have has been added to the booth. And y'all, it came out amazing. The only thing left to do now is hang up the lights and drape some greenery and grapevine vines from the ceiling rafters, and man, that really brought everything all together. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this booth expansion video. It's been a long time coming, and it didn't turn out exactly how I had it pictured in my head, but it still showed y'all the majority of the process. It was a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie, but I am very happy with the results, and I'm happy that I only have one place to worry about now. That's a few miles from my house, so it's easy access to get to. Open 7 days a week from 10 to 7, so they have amazing business hours. And I can confirm my first month being open, it has done very, very well. So I'm so happy. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Leave a comment. Just tell me how you feel, and I'm going to let y'all enjoy this last little part of the video of a complete tour. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all give me a like, a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see y'all next week with some more thrift flips. Bye.